welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over the roster that I built with League 100 that I did live. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Hoes and different area codes. So I did this one live, maybe for like half the draft. League 100 was an auction draft. Live I had on live I had Bijan Robinson, Amarian Hampton, Devon A-Chain, Christian McCaffrey. So I spent a lot of money on the running backs there. As last year, obviously, I've said before, I went wide receiver heavy. And what I've learned from having 45 teams last year is running backs matter. So this year, with all my new teams, I've been drafting running backs. Not just any running backs, kind of like the top of the echelon running backs. So yeah, I had Bijan, Hampton, Devon A-Chain, Christian McCaffrey, and this is an auction draft with a $200 budget, 10-second nomination, 10-second bid, and stacking all those running backs, you kind of got a bargain shop. So I ended up with Daniel Jones for $8, Malik Willis for $9, Christian Watson for $8, Jordan Addison, Rashee Rice for $16. Mark Andrews for $6, a couple of dollar players here. And the team, let's take a look at the team here. And one thing after I did that, I did make a trade. Just last night. There it is right there. I traded a 27 first, 27 second, Trey Harris, Jalen McMillan for Devontae Adams and Dak Prescott. So now my team, Malik Willis, Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, Rashee Rice, Christian Watson, Adams, Andrews, Devon A-Chain, Amarian Hampton, Dak Prescott. Right now, I know projections ain't everything, but my team is projected to score 188 points. Next closest to me is 176. Bob. So this was League 100. I had League 99 already, established, but the draft is not till tomorrow. So doing that auction draft gave me the idea of why not build an auction team, but on startup draft. So they gave me the idea. So in the Livewire Live League, which is Dynasty Domain League that is live tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 2 minutes per pick. Scoring 6-point passing TD, rushing TD 6, tight end premium 1 whole point. We did a derby and I ended up with the second pick. And since I'm going RB heavy this year, I was like, why not try to get the two best RBs in the game, Bijan and Gibbs? So I made a trade for the 101. Let's check out that trade real quick. Game tight. So I gave up the 211, the 402, the 802, and the 27 first for the 101, the 712, and the 912. So then I wanted to build the team I envisioned. So I actually made another trade to get the 5-9. In that trade, I gave up 28 first there. Let's see, trades. Game tight. I gave up 28 first, 27 third, the 912, and the 1002 to be able to get the 509, the 1204. So with those trades, I already knew I'm going to have Bijan and Gibbs. And seeing a lot of these drafts, I kind of know where players go. So yeah, I traded for the 5-9 here. In this board, we've had a lot of trades. But for me, I'm trying to trying to do my method this year of going RB heavy, but also I like the way the auction teams look. So I want to like build my auction team, but like in a startup draft, third round reversal. So I had the 309, and my plan was Bijan Gibbs and McCaffrey at 309. I got my strong running backs, and then I build from there with the picks I have left. But one of the guys in the chat had posted a old, maybe like last week or previous is a domain draft, and McCaffrey went at the um looks a little blurry there. And it's hard to see, but McCaffrey went at the 5.9 in this draft. So that gave me the idea, gave me the blueprint that if McCaffrey somehow goes past the 3.9, then maybe I can get him at the 5.9. So then that gave me the idea of how about I try to get up into the higher third round to get James Cook or Jonathan Taylor. Because the previous domain draft we had, which just finished earlier today, I took James Cook at the 212. But then in the draft that he posted, Cook went at the 3.5. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor goes at 3.7. So I was like, if I can trade up and be able to get Bijan Gibbs and James Cook with the possibility of getting McCaffrey at the 5.9, I'm all for it. And then I'd be able to fill in the rest of my roster because I think it's only start 10, 1 QB, 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, 3 flex, super flex. Then I'd be able to still be able to fill in my roster. I know I can get Mark Andrews somewhere down here in the 11th, 10th round. So let's see if we can put my blueprint into effect, actually. Let's do a mock here. So obviously at the 1-1-1-2, Bijan Gibbs. I'm not doing that. So the plan is Bijan Gibbs, James Cook. James Cook's not there. Jonathan Taylor. So James Cook's there. So now I take James Cook. I have my RB heavy, overpower people with RBs and fill out the rest. So then I'm sitting here for a long time. Ideally, would love McCaffrey to fall to the 5.9. It's a domain league, so I know they're going to be drafting about youth. Right here, he goes at the 4.6. But this is just, computer mock draft. Okay, so Saquon goes as well. So McCaffrey and Saquon go there. Saquon would have been definitely plan B. No RBs really my type that I would take right there. Since I'm going 3 heavy RBs, I need points. So where am I going to get points? We'll go A.J. Brown here. And I still have the 6.2. So at this point, it's like, am I getting a quarterback or am I getting another running back or wide receiver? I would love another running back, but not going there. Since Baker Mayfield's still here, I'm willing to push to the 6.9 to see if I can get a QB there if a certain person's there. So we'll go back to the wide receiver room. A lot of people are high on Zay, so we'll go Zay. Javante goes. I'm back on the clock. Quarterback's still there. So I'm willing to push quarterbacks all the way to the 11th, 12th round. I'm safe with going Daniel Jones or the Penix Tua combo. So the question is, do I take the QB here or do I push it? There's still decent QBs there. How about we go Josh Jacobs? What am I? 6th round. We're definitely not going tight end. So we'll overpower with more running backs. We'll go Jacobs here. Okay, Tyler shows one of my targets. He goes there. So I have to take a QB here at this turn. Okay, so quarterback, we'll go Kyler. And then we will also, let's just overpower with running backs because I can fill out the rest of the roster. We'll go Derrick Henry here. So I'm trying to build like youth in my running backs to obviously win year one, but at the same time get people who just score points. I also contemplated going Terry or Mike here, but okay, then I'll be sitting from literally the 7-12 all the way until the 11-4. But these are smaller rosters. I only have 2 more spots to fill. So that I'm on the clock. I mean, there's still decent quarterbacks there, which is probably not going to happen in a live draft tomorrow. Quarterbacks will probably go. There's no way Stafford makes it down here. But we'll just go Stafford because he's there. And then I know I can get Mark Andrews later. So we'll hear in this mock, we'll go Willis and then we'll go Mark Andrews. So this is kind of like the blueprint for tomorrow. I mean, look at the roster. I mean, that's scoring points galore. So the main thing is I need James Cook at the 3-4. If he's not there, I'm going Jonathan Taylor. If Jonathan Taylor's not there, that's where I'm in, I don't want to say a limbo, but definitely going to throw me off. Because then my big question is that I'm going to be thinking about all night here is at the 3-4. At the 3-4, if Jonathan Taylor and James Cook is not there, do I take McCaffrey? Which kind of I feel like not great about just because I could have got him at the 311. I kind of traded up just to be in the range of getting Cook and Jonathan Taylor. So they're both here again. That's why I traded up instead of staying at the 311. And I wanted Cook or Taylor because they have, a couple years on McCaffrey. So that's the ultimate goal to get Cook at the 3-4. Now what I contemplated was like, do I go Colston Loveland? Now when I took Colston Loveland in a mock before, I didn't like the way the rest of my team looked. Because obviously McCaffrey will go right here in this 4-6, 4-7 range. And the only thing I didn't like about taking Loveland there is that at the 5-8, Saquon went. And I would love to have Saquon part of this build. So let's see if he goes there this time. So on this one, Saquon made it there. And then I would absolutely love the roster way more. But because I kind of want those 3 key RBs with a possible fourth. So, I mean, with this star, I would still love it. I mean, look at the youth. They say people like to draft wide receivers, but I'm on the RBs this year. The RB dominant teams. But yeah, that's the plan. That is the blueprint for tomorrow. I want to be able to build an auction team, but in a startup draft. So I did tons of trades to try to position myself. I'm comfortable, building with vets later in the draft who score points, the Terry McLaurins, the Devontae Adams, Christian Watson, Mike Evans. So that's actually the auction draft. Let me go to the past domain draft because I feel like the domain people draft different compared to the sleeper degenerates. So, I mean, no one wants to take a Mark Andrews. It's not like a sexy pick. But I think Mark Andrews has a great year this year. So in this draft, I got Mark Andrews where Mark Andrews went. I can't even see him. 8-10. Man. Where you at, Mark? There's no way. Mark Andrews. So I took him at the 11-12. So like I can fill my tight end position. I'm not worried about getting an elite tight end here. So Mark Andrews is perfect. So is Dallas Goedert. Where's Goddard go? 16. Like I'm okay with one of those guys being my starters. Even Travis Kelce with this team being RB dominant, just filling the positions. So yeah, that's the game plan for tomorrow. Hopefully I can get home to record that to see how I react live. But today I just wanted to come home and give kind of a game plan of how I plan on starting the draft tomorrow. Obviously, I'm in the fig still, straight from work. But that is the game plan tomorrow. This is the draft. There's been tons of trades. You got 2 guys who didn't trade. That's what the Dynasty domain guys preach. Do not trade up. Trade back, but maybe not trade up. So we got 3 guys who have made no trades. But I'm kind of testing a theory. Like, even though I traded up, if I use my style, my method of building RBs, can I still be a dominant team? Which I believe I can, just because you got Bijan Gibbs at the start, another running back. Eventually, I'll try to get a 4th running back there to be pretty dominant. Because look at my auction team. I didn't get Bijan Gibbs, but I got Bijan, Caffrey, Devon Achane, Marion Hampton. Like those backs are overpowering. Let's just click on my matchup. Like, look how overpowering the running backs are. And then I can just fill it in. Fill in the rest. Christian Watson, Devontae Adams, Mark Andrews at tight end. I mean, just get people that score points. I've done so many startups that I can get quarterbacks in the back. No one wants to draft Tua and Penix just because they don't know who's a starter. So I'm okay with taking that because then whoever ends up starting, I'll have both. But I definitely want to get a quarterback, at least one quarterback in those mid rounds. But I trust myself drafting in the later rounds. Oh man, the Knicks are down 57-32. That's crazy. Jeez. Hey, how about my Giants today though? How about the walk-off? Walk-off grand slam. Eldritch, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But anyways, that's the game plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna record it so you guys can see how I did. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is No Offseason. I'm Hutch. I'll catch you guys in the next one.